on a few more victims. A few safety reminders, guys, listen up. Please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, and parents supervise those children. Make sure friends on the dock are standing all the way behind that yellow line. We'll get moving here in just a moment. Once again, remain seated, and it looks like we are, wait for it, clear. Wave goodbye to those beautiful people on the dock, folks. Wave goodbye to the beautiful people. Now, don't be mean. Wave goodbye to the ugly ones, too. They know who they are. All right, is everybody having a good day so far?
So far.
Perfect. It's about to get a lot worse. Welcome aboard the world-famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Skipper Sean. I'm going to be with you. Remain seated, guys. That was the first rule. No more musical chairs. All right. Welcome aboard the world-famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Skipper Sean. I'm going to be with you for the next 5 days and 3 romantic nights. Now, don't worry. The 4th night is not romantic. We're starting our journey here in the Amazon rainforest, where it is known to rain up to 465 days a year. If you look around, you might see some butterflies. They're pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of butterflies myself. They're just not what they used to be, you know? Caterpillars. They're just a shell of their former self. Who here has not done the Jungle Cruise before? Any first-timers? I'm going to tell you guys now, the jokes do not get better, all right? Now, over here on the left, we're going to be passing by Inspiration Falls. If you ever find yourselves looking for a little inspiration, there it is. If you look at it long enough, it will inspire you to go. 10 more minutes, I'll be fine. We are now entering the Congo River. Personally, I like to see just how far this river can go. Did you get that one? It's going to be a long trip if you didn't. Quick question, who here has seen the Jungle Book? Anybody? Jungle Book? It's pretty good, right? It's my favorite form of literature. It's also right there. Jungle Book, Book in the Jungle. There it is. I lied, it's not my favorite. I prefer a book called 50 Shades of Khaki. Now, straight ahead is our boats and bait shop. I heard the piranha's really good if you're looking for a quick bite. Now, over here on the left, we gotta be careful. You're gonna see my ex-girlfriend, I'm sorry, a snake sitting in a tree. Hissing. First comes love, then asphyxiation. That relationship was constricting. Now, over here on the right, we got some gorillas taking over this camp. We're fine. We're not in any danger. As long as nobody makes any banana noises, they do not find it appealing. Do you guys see what they did to that Jeep? They left the lights on. How awful is that? Now they'll never get it to turn over. Alright guys, we are now entering the Nile River. A river that goes on for miles and miles. And if you don't believe that, you're in Africa. That's right. Now over here on the left is the second most dangerous animal in the jungle. It is called the African bull elephant. Ooh. Over on the right is the first most dangerous, the invisible African bull elephant. Now, like I said, these are African elephants. Does anyone know how you can tell they're African elephants? That's a good guess. It's actually because of their ears. I like your enthusiasm, though. You're doing great. We're now entering the African belt, home to other kinds of animals, such as gazelles, zebras. I don't recognize those. Those must be new. You see those tall ones in the back? Those are called trees. Found that out yesterday. We also have a pride of lions up here taking care of what looks to be a sleeping zebra. Yeah, he must be dead tired. We don't want to wake him, so we're going to let him rest in peace. Now over on the right, I see Skipper Felix and his crew. Now, Felix went missing earlier. We sent a search party out for him, but they never came back. So you guys are actually a search party for that search party. Now next to Felix, you'll see a rhino. Next to the rhino is my friend Ina. Everybody say, hi, Ina! That's my favorite joke. Alright guys, over here on the left, if you look very carefully, you're going to see absolutely nothing. But it is still Disney World nothing, so 30 bucks. That's a dangerous joke. Speaking of dangerous, over here on the right, we got a couple crocodiles. Their names are Smiley and Ginger. We got to be very careful because Ginger snaps. She is one tough cookie. Now, if you guys look straight ahead, you're going to see something truly amazing. Me. And then if you look past me, you're going to see Schweitzer Falls. Schweitzer Falls was named after the famous explorer, Dr. Albert Falls. We're going to go over this later. I'm not worried about it right now. We'll go right over that. Instead, I have a quick story for you. A friend of mine named Hathaway Brown, he's a famous pilot. He told me today he was going to turn his plane into a bed and breakfast. I said, Hathaway, that's never going to fly. It was actually perfect if you're looking for a place to crash. He called it Airbnb. Yeah, at least my jokes are landing, am I right? Alright guys, we are now entering a very dangerous hippo pool. So dangerous, last week they sank like 5 of our boats. Don't worry, only 4 of those boats were mine. Now they are charging a boat. I'm going to scare them off real quick using 3 very simple words. I love you. I love you. That's how it works. You say I love you and people keep their distance. At least in my experience, I'm very lonely. Here's that search buddy I told you about. Looks like they did find Felix's boat. Fun fact, I get all of my material from these guys. They are so funny. I don't know about you, but every time I enter the jungle, I get a weird feeling in my stomach, like these butterflies. Do you ever get butterflies in your stomach? You know what I mean? It's a normal thing. Happens to everybody. These guys have butterflies in their stomach, too. Now, we actually ordered these butterflies a long time ago, but we used Amazon Primate, so they never showed up. Yeah, that joke's all about the delivery. Alright, guys. Now the moment you have all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one, it's the only, it's the 8th wonder of the world. Give it up for the backside of water! Or as I like to call it, the front side of rock. No? That's okay, most people take that joke for granted. That's a solid joke, you guys. That's one of our bolder attractions. Anyway, we are now entering the Mekong River, and I'll be honest, it is Mekong me nervous. Straight ahead, that statue's name is Shirley. Next to Shirley, there's a temple. Inside this temple, there is a 500-pound Indonesian tiger. He's inside the temple because if he was outside, he'd be called an Outdonesian tiger. Let's go check it out.
We're in the temple.
Like I said, these are Indian elephants. Can you tell me how I know they're Indian elephants?
You asked them.
It's actually because of their ears. I feel like I said that earlier. Over here on the left, we got Bertha. She's been in the shower for a really long time. You can tell by all the wrinkles. It goes to show you, you stay in the shower long enough, you become an elephant. Now, right here on the left is Squirt. Squirt likes to play at the water. Stay down, but you guys might want to duck, duck, duck. I'm just kidding. It's actually on this side. You guys might want to duck, 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 duck. I'm just kidding. I call that dry humor. Alright guys, I'm going to take a moment right here to point out a few of my favorite plants.
There's one. That's another.
I'm kidding, I do know the names of them. If you look up top, we'll see some hibiscus. Down here at the bottom, there's some lobiscus.
Yeah.
In the water, there's some sea biscus. The ones with the bark, those are dog biscus, obviously. I like the ones that hang from the trees up there. I call them lint biscus. Now, right here on the left is our gift shop, but next to the gift shop is Ellie. Can you tell me what kind of elephant Ellie is? Remember, look at the ears. It's a baby elephant. Good guess, though. Yeah, you can tell by the baby ears. We are coming up to the most dangerous part in our journey, which is, of course, the return to civilization. For your safety reminders, please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, and parents supervise those children. One last safety rule, make sure you exit out the same door you came in. Everybody on the left, you're going to walk all the way to the back of the boat. Please do not try to cross over or through anything in the middle. It is actually a fire hazard. If you trip and fall, I'm going to laugh, and I'm going to get fired, so don't do that. Now, you guys have been outstanding. In a few moments, I'm going to have you outstanding on this dock. As I come up to the dock, I'm going to give you the same advice that my parents gave me on my 18th birthday. They said, Skipper Sean. And I said, yeah, Skipper Mom. It's a family name. They said, we love you. You're like a son to us. But your free ride is now over. So they said, do us a favor. They said grab all of your personal belongings.